I'm back with another quick witch tip. My knee cracked. I'm getting so old. On those days when you're really, really tired and you have no energy, but yet you really want to do a spell or you just want to bring some energy forth, you could do a very basic form of calling back your energy. Some people call them chi balls. Some people call them energy balls. Some just call it friction. Be whatever it is. But all you do is you take your hands and you just rub your hands together. You do it like you're washing them. If you're sitting down, you could do it with your feet. Just try not to touch anybody if you're wearing socks, because you don't want to, well, maybe you do want to shock them. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Right now, you're creating kinetic energy. And it's a very basic form, but you're still, well, not creating, you're gathering kinetic energy, I guess is the right word for that. We're going to go down a whole nother physics route at one point. But once you start to feel that heat growing, you can rub it on the side of your hand, start doing it, and then slowly start to pull away. Granted, your circulation is going through your hands, so that's what that feeling is, but that's also your life force. It's reminding you of your own life force. But then when you use your mind and you're like, wow, okay, you know, my hands weren't feeling like this a minute ago. Common sense, right? But at the same time, it kind of helps you get into that mindset where you feel like you need to alter a state of reality, even if it's just something basic by rubbing your hands together, because you are technically altering that reality. I know that sounds really silly, but it does work. So after you work up that energy, if you start to pull apart your hands and focus on the energy between it, and kind of see if you can mold it into a ball or try to make it like a light, put some visualization with it, and try to imagine what color that energy looks like to you. Again, using like your visualization, as well as trying to go into like that meditative stance with things. And then what you could do is if you want someone to have a good day, I do this because I'm a weirdo, but I love my friends, even though I don't see them and talk to them all the time. You know, I'll do that and I'll like think about one of them and I'll be all like, they get a free coffee today, or they get all green lights, and I'll just be like, poof, and I wish it out into the universe. Or I'll be like, I just miss you and I love you. And then I'll like get a text from them and they'll be like, oh, I saw this today and it made me think of you. And I'll be like, ha. Fancy that. Yeah, a very basic form. If you have someone else who's into spirituality, what you could do is once you make the chi balls or energy balls or psi balls, whatever you call them, you could kind of practice throwing them back together. So when I took my classes in Salem like years ago, that was one of the practices that we did, was like with the chi balls, and I went too hardcore with it, and I was like the youngest one in my class, so that didn't go over too well. So if you're going to do this with somebody, make sure you guys are on the same vibe, so you guys could get silly with it and understand each other. Okay, bye!